Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Urban therapy with son, baby. Everything's gonna be alright. Unfortunately, there won't be no call-ins today. It wasn't last night, but it was the night before. I don't know why I have to be this way. But I do know that we here for the Urban Therapy with Sun show. Wanna thank everybody for coming out last night. Right now we're about to get it right. Yeah. What up, Stacey Space? Holding it down for the G. Thanks for being down with me. Yeah. Yeah. What? Yeah. Yeah. Everything's gonna be alright. Uh, yeah. So we got good stuff for you. Let's go. Urban Therapy with Sun 752, and this is the Urban Therapy with Sun show. Yes, here it is, the 20th of July. Only 2 more days left in the sign of Cancer. Cancer, y'all been doing a good job, though. Y'all been doing a good job. You know how y'all roll. The first sign of the summer, you know what I mean? Cancer's kick it off. Leo right there in the middle, the hottest time. Virgo finishes it off. Those are 3 summer signs, and the first sign is almost done. But they did well. But we about to kick in the door, waving the 4-4. About to say, Leo, don't do it no more. But we're gonna do it this year. We're gonna do it next year. Everything is gonna be all right. It's the Urban Therapy with Sun show, y'all, man. Like I said, the 20th of July, Saturday, and I'm here. We're gonna talk about what gets you labeled as a coward. What gets someone labeled as a coward? What are we talking about? We throw around the word coward a lot. Some people call everybody a coward. Anytime you're scared of anything, you know, they call you a coward. Sometimes we playing around when we say it, and sometimes we dead serious. Hold on a second, y'all. Hold on. Just we all right. I had to check on something real quick. Everything is good. Everything is all right. Sorry I was off for a few seconds, but we back. Like I said, man, what gets you labeled as a coward? Well, anyone at any time can be labeled as a coward when they don't do something that they are supposed to do. But our dictionary definition of a coward is somebody who is afraid, who is scared. Now, the thing is, fear alone doesn't get you labeled as a coward. You're not a coward just because you are afraid of something, because you may have a healthy respect and fear for something. Like, it may make sense that you are afraid to do something. You know, like, it's a funny thing because we can take it from example to example. We can take it to something small. Like, I don't know. Me being me, I have called many men a coward because they were afraid of mice. I'm thinking, like, you know how they say that old question, are you a man or a mouse? I'm like, yo, I ain't trying to see no man running from no little mouse. You know what I mean? And you know, when you are afraid, when you're fearful, things always seem more dangerous than they really are, or bigger than they really are. I've heard people say, "Yo, the rat was like big. They was big as cats," and I ain't never seen a rat that was big as a cat. I'm sure that they've had some oversized rats, just like they've had some undersized alligators, but nonetheless, you know, I think it's just crazy the way so many people are afraid of mice. But being afraid of a mouse doesn't make you a coward. Now, now hold on. Now, if you have moved out of your place, if you sold your house because you couldn't get rid of mice, you might be closer to being a coward than just somebody who's afraid of something. So I don't think that fear alone makes you be labeled as a coward, but allowing your fears to keep you from living your life, doing the things that that you need to do, are supposed to do, are required to do, or that you should do, yeah, you might be treading on cowardly waters. You know, you just might be a little cowardly. But what really is a coward? Let's take the dictionary definition of a coward and let's move on from there. What is the definition of a coward?
Here's the definition of coward: a person who lacks the courage to do or endure dangerous or unpleasant things.
Mm. A person who lacks the courage to do or endure dangerous or unpleasant things. They had run, and they have an example. They use it in a sentence. They had run away. The cowards. Mm. Let's see. I don't know. What do y'all think about that definition? Because I'm not sure of it. Sorry, I got something on too. I don't know. I don't know. Had a piece of food stuck in your teeth. I don't know about y'all, but that shit drives me crazy. I don't like it. Like, I don't know if I'm comfortable with that definition. What do y'all think? A person who lacks the courage to do or endure dangerous or unpleasant things. It has more. Literary says excessively afraid of danger or pain. Heraldry, or an animal, depicted in the tail between the hind legs. That's called a coward? I don't know. What makes a person a coward? A person who lacks courage in facing danger, difficulty, opposition, pain, etc. Now, I can go for that because that kind of goes along with what I was saying before. And I don't agree with it just because it goes along with what I was saying. But, you know, the way that we play out these different definitions in real life is a little bit different than they might be in on paper, in the books, in the schools. So what is a coward to you? We're talking about what gets a person labeled as a coward. What could get a person labeled as a coward? And you probably know a lot of people that you may consider to be cowards. I know I do. And one thing is for sure, anybody and everybody who I've ever called a coward, if I was calling them a coward for real, they never came back from that. They didn't start being brave. We're not talking about the Lion King right now. There are some things that make sense for you to be afraid of. You know, that's why when it says lacking courage to face dangerous or uncomfortable things, all right, so if you're afraid to get cancer and wither away and die, are you a coward? So all that working out, eating right, studying, praying, trying to keep your health straight so you don't catch diseases. That might be you playing into your fears of getting sick and dying. Does that make you a coward? So I, you know, and maybe I'm taking that literary definition. Maybe I'm taking it too literally. Maybe, but it says what it says. So I either read it or I read into it. And if I read into it, then I'm making it mine, right? I'm owning it. I'm doing with it what I want to do with it. And you may be doing the same thing. But what is a coward? What is a coward to you? First of all, let me shout out my people. Then we're going to get this intro out of the way for real. And then we're going to continue with the show. This is the Urban Therapy with Sun show. First of all, and I'd like to thank all of you for coming through. You could have been anywhere else in the world on this afternoon, and you came to spend it with me. So I appreciate it exponentially. I'm not kidding about that. I mean it because it's real. Stacy White, thanks for coming on through. Thanks for holding down for the D all day, every day. And Shaba Mensa, thanks for coming back through. He says, hi, Uncle Sir. Feel blessed today. Can I troll you, please? Please do. Please troll me, Shop. You know what I'm saying? Like, without the trolls, you're out of control. Without the trolls, you sold out your soul. Without at least a little trolling, a little controlling, a little something that keeps you going, playing pool and bowling. I appreciate you coming on through, even if you're only here to just disrupt a little bit for the crew. Still came through. Johnny West, my dude. Johnny West, what's going on, my mellow, my man, and grown woman, don't try me. What's going on, my? Thanks for coming through. She says, hey, I'm listening. I'm driving. You've been driving a lot lately. Where you going? Where you going? Where you going? Yeah, I'm going to get into your business right now. And if you don't tell me your business, then you a coward. Oh, scaredy cat. No, I ain't telling you. I'm just playing with you. Shaba says, but excuse me, Uncle Sir, you look funny. I'm laughing at you, sir. Okay. It's chicken bones, sir. Demetrius Kent says, hey, happy Saturday, brother. Happy Saturday to you, my dude. He says, someone without the conviction to act on their morals. I can see how that would be a coward. And you know, when we start talking about morals, I may have different morals than you. Your moral code may come from religion or from your upbringing, your parents and stuff like that. My morals may come from the streets. My morals may come from my interactions with my friends. My morals may come from a different place. But if it's right and it's not hurting anybody and you stand on those principles, then it's moral enough for me. Even though what I say may be moral enough for me and moral enough for you may not be moral enough for you in the way that you feel. Let's keep it going. Julian Lopez says, saying what's up from Tucson, Arizona. I said Tucson, Arizona. Thanks for coming through. Tucson, Arizona. Thanks for coming through, man. Appreciate you. VV Shadow Clan VVTTV. What's going on? Thanks for coming through. And Grandma Daisy says, hi, old man. Hey, young person. Grandma says you look old. Okay, well, I'll have to deal with that. Because one thing is for sure, I ain't getting no younger. Yeah, but I don't suffer from hunger. I got a couple of dollars. I ain't trying to holler. I ain't a millionaire, but I really don't care. I'm in front of this camera, in front of this mic, and I'm going to do this shit whether or not you really like it. Because I'm here. You came through to see me. Maybe you didn't come through to see me, but you here and you wrote that shit, so you're here to see me. All right. So Stacy White says, when you run from God's will, you are a coward. Are you? How can you be sure of what God's will is, though? And what if you're an atheist? Are all atheists cowards? On earth, they may be brave as hell. For those of you who are atheists, by the way, this is a little sidebar. For those of you who are atheists, let me ask you this. Are atheists afraid of death? Because they don't have any theory of the afterlife, no heaven, no hell, no reincarnation, no none of that. So do they fear death? I've talked to some atheists and they said, no, you die, that's it. There's nothing. And I'm like, I don't know, because your energy, I don't know if your energy can die. They say it can't be created or destroyed. So something has to happen when you shed this physical form. But I'm just wondering if any atheists are listening, and I ain't mad at you. You know, I can understand how a person wouldn't believe in God the same way I understand how people definitely believe in him. I do, but I can understand how somebody wouldn't. But yeah, are y'all afraid of death? Are atheists afraid of death? Are they afraid to die? Do they have concerns? Shaba says, but sir, excuse me, you have no hair on your skin. Are you okay? I do. Look at this hair on my arm. What are you talking about? I got hair on my arm. I got hair on my face. I get hair on my ears. I got to trim that shit. You know what I'm saying? I got hair on my nose. I got hair on my legs. Look at here. Look. I got hair on my legs. Look at that. I got hair on my legs. You know what I mean? I got hair on my dick. I got hair on my ass. I'm otherwise hairy. You know why I don't have a lot of hair on my back? You know why? Because regardless of what the white man says, I am not a gorilla. I am not an ape. I am not an ape. Got a little bit of hair on my hands. Let's see that. I got a little bit of hair on my hands. You know what I mean? I would never shave that. I got hair under my arms. Look at that. You know what I mean? I'm not a clean shaven dude. I definitely have hair on my chest. You know what I mean? Got a little, what they call it, that taco meat. I got a little taco meat. Little taco meat. You know what I'm saying? Put a little sauce on that shit. All right. Okay, I don't know how to say your name, but it could be M. Johns. M. John. No. Wait, could it? I'm sorry. Wrath says, the way I see it from my own observation, my creator gives me the choice during the day. All right. I don't have no problem with that. And he also says, there's the right path that is truthful and honorable and just, and there's a dishonorable path that is the deceiver. All right. And Omar coming through. What up, Omar? You know what I mean? That's my namesake. He says, how did your transition surgery go? I hope it went okay. Well, your name is Omar. You probably changed that shit because you're probably a troll. And I'll bet you changed your name to Omar because you knew my name was Omar. And you probably are thinking about transition. You're gay. You're gay. And listen, man, there ain't nothing wrong with being gay. You can't help the way that you feel. You a man, you a gay man, you attracted to other men. That's the way it go. I wouldn't know nothing about it. I've always been attracted to women since I was a very, very little baby boy. A little bambino. So all that gay shit, I mean, you got to take it down the street. But you can still participate in the show. You part of the numbers. I mean, salute to you. You little sissy. All right. Johnny West says, Method Man said a man who stand for nothing will fall anything. He definitely didn't make that up. Method Man was about 50 or 100 years late with that saying, but I get you. Johnny says, I don't think he came up with the quote, but he also said, that's why I fucks with you, Johnny. We be like, yeah, I said, I fucks with you all day. Demetrius says, not to derail the convo, but what does urban therapy mean to you? Well, first of all, I'm not a licensed therapist. I'm not a therapist in any way. So when we say therapy, urban therapy, I'm from the city. Many people who listen to my show or listen to me, period, they're from cities, and not necessarily from my city. I'm from Philly. You know, you might be from the West Coast, LA, the San Fran, you know, Oakland, somewhere like that, or you might be from down south, Texas, Houston, Dallas, somewhere like that. You might be from the East Coast, South, Miami, all the way up to Boston, or wherever you come from, Chicago, Atlanta, Memphis, wherever you might come from the city. So there's a certain type of way, and there's a certain type of way that people who live in the city live, and there's a certain kind of way that they think. So when we say urban therapy, because we get together and we just talk about real life, that's all we talk about. Any topics that I bring up, you know, I just take little things that I think that people go through or think about, and I just maximize them and make a show out of them. It's not really genius. I ain't doing nothing big. But the therapy part about it is that we talk about it. We, instead of keeping it in and wondering why we feel the way we feel, we think the way we think, we actually put it out there. We put it out there. We talk to each other. We see what's going on with each other. And you know, and that's a form of therapy. I have gone to therapy before. I've had counseling and shit like that. I've had some things that I've had to deal with in my life, and I've learned that talking about your problems, talking about your things, your thoughts and your feelings will help. God damn it. Yo, Del, what's going on? Shit, when I talked to her this morning, she was sounding. All right, all right, all right. I'm all right. I'm going there. I'm going there anyway. Don't worry about it. I got you. All right. But like I said, when you get it out, when you do what you gotta do, when you express yourself, you get it off your chest, and you realize that other people are going through similar things that you're going through. You realize that other people are experiencing things that you're experiencing. So when you say urban therapy with Sun, my name is Sun752, aka Omar with the and yeah. So that's our therapy, and this is our urban, and this is Sun. So that's all. Ain't that much to it. Ain't that much to it. Art of Mind 559. But yeah, thanks for asking the question, and I appreciate you coming through the show. Appreciate it mucho. By the way, we got 5 likes. I think we should at least double that. Please like this show. Please share the show. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. I promise not to disappoint. I promise to maximize. I promise to make it good. I promise to come back tomorrow and try again should I fail in any way. So please like the show, share the show, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. This is the Urban Therapy with Sun show. And yeah, we're talking about what labels somebody, what gets someone labeled as a coward. AJ Martin says, shout out to Dixon. You so clever. You so clever. But nah. And most in the Diana, damn, I don't know. Cheats and funny moments against angry volcanoes. Excellent YouTube prediction. All right. I just wish I could say your name. Most in the Diana, Gersuge? I don't know. Mars, what's going on? Thanks for coming through, Mars. Appreciate you. And D Cypher says, yikes. What are you yikesing about? Says, sup, Chief? Almost missed the live. Nah, we got plenty of time. We just got here, my dude. We just got here. And let's do this intro. Urban Therapy with Sun752, and this is the Urban Therapy with Sun show. We do this every single Saturday from 1 p.m. till around 2:30-ish. And the reason that we say 2:30-ish is because sometimes it gets so heated that we just have to do a little OT on a Saturday. And it is Saturday. This is the show where adults come out and play with other adults. We laugh, we cry, we argue, fuss, and fight. We go back and forth with each other, bust it up all crazy. We take an introspective look into our own personality to see the way that the universe projects us into this thing called the world and try to figure out this thing called life. I'm your host, Sun752, aka Omar with the. And if you can't say Omar with the, well, then you just say Omar with the R. All right, hold on. Hey. I said I was going to come after my show. What's going on? Yeah, Shell, how is everything okay? All right. All right. All right, y'all, I gotta go. Nah, we gonna be all right. We gonna be all right. All right. Brazil Marine says, good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for coming through, Brazil Marines. But like I was saying before the intro was interrupted. Okay, so yeah, today on the Urban Therapy with Sun show, we are asking the question, what gets someone labeled as a coward? What gets someone labeled as a coward? Is it just because you're scared? Is it because you're never prepared? Is it because you don't want to throw up your hands? Is it because you're scared to make bands? Is it because you won't get married? Is it because you do this thing and you carry yourself with a lot of disrespectful tone? Is it because you don't own your own home? Is it because you don't take care of your kids? Let's talk about men who don't take care of your kids. You know, deadbeat dads get called cowards all the time. They get called cowards by their kids. They get called cowards by their baby moms. They get called cowards by society, other men, other responsible men. And when you really look at it, if we say that a person is a coward because they are afraid to do something that they're supposed to do, or as the dictionary's definition said, a person who lacks the courage to do or endure dangerous or unpleasant things, scared of pain. Well, a man who doesn't financially provide for his child and is not there for his child, we may call him a coward, but is it because he's afraid of fatherhood? Is he afraid to take care of his kids? I mean, he may be irresponsible, but I'm not sure if fear has anything to do with it. You may be a bum, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you are a coward. You may be a slacker. You may be somebody who procrastinates, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you are someone who's afraid all the time. So we kind of have to separate the wheat from the chaff a little bit. But for your own purposes, you may feel that way. I'm sure that there's some people on this show who grew up without a father. Well, how did you feel about him? What were you told about him? Did you know him for yourself? Did you know your dad for yourself to be able to make a certain assessment? Because if you did label your dad as a coward, and he is your real biological dad, then that means 23 of his chromosomes course through you, which means that you may have a little coward in you. Now, a lot of people don't like genetics when it comes to the bad things. We like genetics when it comes to being like Bronny James. Like, yo, not only am I playing basketball and I'm good at it, he aight, right? He aight. He ain't what his dad is yet, or what people think he should be, but he's good at basketball. He can play. And I made it into the NBA, and I come from good stock or whatever. Yeah, we like genetics when it comes to that, but when it comes to being lazy, shiftless, being a cheater, being a liar, being unreliable, not being a decent person, being unkind, being unfavorable, being unpopular. We don't want those kind of genetics. Like, no, that's about your environment. That ain't got nothing to do with your mom and your dad. So all of the good things, we like genetic. Yeah, I get it from my mama, get it from my dad. I get it from my mama, get it from my dad. I said I get it from my mama. Get it from my dad. I said get it from my dad. But yeah, I've heard people say I ain't nothing like my dad, and they never even met their father. But I have heard them say, like, yeah, the nigga was a coward. He was a coward. He ain't, he never came to see me. He never spent no time with me. He didn't raise me. He was a coward. I'm like, well, you never met him. How do you know? How do you know? But you don't have to know who somebody is in order to understand your own struggles and your own pain that you had to deal with. And if you see it like you've had to deal with this because of what they didn't do, it's understandable to a certain degree. So I get that. I can't be mad at that. So you were raised by a single parent. I mean, and hold on, this thing about being a coward. Have you noticed that when we call somebody a coward, or when we think about the word coward, we're normally talking about a male? Very rarely, very seldom do you hear somebody label a woman as a coward. I guess stereotypically women are supposed to be afraid of things, afraid of mice, afraid of the dark, afraid of monsters, afraid of dick. I don't know. We give women a pass. We don't always call women cowards, but we quick to call a man a coward. Oh, you punk motherfucker. You know what I mean? Whatever, bitch ass nigga. Yeah, you coward. You scaredy. You scary ass. You scary ass. Here we are holding hands walking down the street. You see a bunch of dudes coming our way. You pulled me across the street to walk across the street. Oh, scary ass nigga. Oh, coward ass nigga. Oh, bitch ass nigga. Oh, fuck. What we doing? What we doing? Am I wrong? When's the last time you called a female coward? Johnny West. You ever call a girl a coward? Oh, coward. Yo, coward. Yeah, I say scaredy cat ass chick. Yo, scaredy cat. What up, T. Carey? Right, morning, noon, and night. It's always great to have my people going directly into your site. Hold on. Is that supposed to be a gun or a lawnmower? I don't know. Hold on. Johnny says, yeah, I was going to say a coward is going to be a dude who don't take care of his kids, but that ain't my lane. Okay. Amor, agape. Amor, agape. I love you. You love me? How you know? How you know? I mean, I'm going to take the love. How you know? You sure? You sure? Well, you know what? Just for loving me, I love you too. So since I don't know you and you don't know me, but you love me, then I love you too. Why not? We matching energies. We going to swap and match energies today. Mars says, the ninja is a bum ass coward. Lived in the house, did nothing. Well, we might say that somebody's a coward for not taking care of their kids, but are you a coward for not wanting to go to work? I mean, you ain't scared to get a job. I bet you ain't scared of the money. But funny thing is, you may not be scared to get a job or scared to make money, but you may be called a coward because you didn't maximize your skills and abilities to make a whole lot of money. Somebody might say, man, you scared of the real fame, you scared of the real dough, you scared of the real success. You just want to flow with the fishes. You just want to be hood rich. You don't want to be up there with the corporate boys. You don't want to run with the big dogs. You good with a Lexus. You ain't good with a Lotus. You good with a Lexus. You ain't good with a Lotus. You ain't ready for Lotus status. You Lexus status. And you good with that because you scared. You scared to step out on faith. I've heard people be called that. They called a coward. They was called a coward because they didn't want to quit their 9-to-5 job. They may have had a hustle that they was really, really good at and that was bringing them in money. And you a coward. You don't want to start your own business. You want to be a slave all your life. You want to work for the man. You want that guaranteed every week or every other week check. You a punk. You a coward. You out here making all this money doing your hustle. I don't care whether you selling drugs or whether you are baking pies or printing up T-shirts or something like that. You could open up a store. And you don't even have to have a physical store. You could do an online store, making way more money than the job that you work at. But you a coward. You're a coward because you seek that security. Your little 401k plan, like you can't save your own money and invest it. You scared to lose your little health insurance. Like you can't use the Affordable Care Act, aka Obamacare, and do it that way. Yeah. You're scared. You need to have the security of your check. You want to live check to check. You don't want to live bill to bill. And I ain't talking about bills that you pay. I'm talking about the big bills. I'm talking about the Jacksons, the Grants, and the Benjamins. And what's the $10,000 bill? Who's on the $10,000 bill? Who's on the hold on. Who is on the $10,000 bill? Okay. Salmon P. Chase, who served as President Abraham Lincoln's Secretary of Treasury from 1861 to 1864, is featured on front of all $10,000 bills. The image of Chase is on the bill is based on an 1862 photograph that also was used for the $1 bill in 1862. So that's what he looks like. Salmon P. Chase. I never even heard of him. I wonder if that's who Chase Bank is named after. It would make sense, wouldn't it? I'm telling you, boy, generational wealth. Them motherfuckers from way back in the day still run shit to this very day. Still run shit. All right. Wait a minute. Oh, there's $100,000 bill. Did y'all know that? And they say Woodrow Wilson is on $100,000 bill. Have you ever seen a $100,000 bill? I have not seen that. But it says that's the design. I don't know. All right. There's a $5,000 bill. Did y'all know that? James Madison is on the $5,000 bill. I know. I ain't know nothing about that. Who knew? Can you cash this? What the hell is that? I'm telling you, you go into any store with a $5,000 bill, they're gonna be like, nah, we can't do nothing with that. Nah, I just want a pack of gum. Yeah, go catch a cab or something. All right. All right. But yeah. So, yeah, some people get called cowards because they don't want to do what somebody else wants them to do. We are quick to call somebody a coward when they don't fulfill our expectations or when we don't think that they are living up to their full potential. Right or wrong? Right or wrong? Right or wrong? Wawan Cassette 81 says amazing. I don't know what's amazing. No, T. Carey, right? Nah, no open lines today, no phone lines today, no call-ins today. Blog Talk is still on that bullshit. On that bullshit. That bullshit. Alright. Pawsome Antics. What's up, you new? Well, thanks for coming through. I appreciate you. Jeremistic says your dad is Batman. I wouldn't even want my dad to be Batman. He can't fly and know none of that shit. I don't know, man. I've lost a lot of respect for Batman over the years. I'm like, you call this a superhero? This motherfucker got to drive. He can't even really climb up walls. He can't fly. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Okay. TK Wright says, stand on business when it comes to your morals or conviction. Otherwise, you're a coward. Stand on business when it comes to your morals or convictions. Otherwise, you're a coward. Yeah, I have a few examples that I want to test that. I want to test for that. Ty Bridges, what's up, my dude? Willis! My man Ty Bridges says, are women cowards for aborting babies? Rhetorical. You know, in all of the GOP pro-life arguments, I've never heard any politician or advocate say that women were cowards for wanting to abort their babies. Ain't that about a bitch? I guess it's because they ain't scared to have the abortion, so they can't be cowards, huh? But we were talking a few minutes ago. We were talking about how women don't get labeled as cowards and men do. Like coward seems to be a word that's geared towards men, even though it's not gender specific, right? But that's a good ass question, my dude. Are women cowards for aborting babies? Wow. Deep shit. Deep shit. That's hot. I like that. Awesome Antics says, backing out of a fight, guess or not, doing work you supposed to. Backing out of a fight makes you a coward. When I was younger, when I was little, we would say that, yo, you scared to fight him, you a coward. Nah. Mm-mm. I no longer accept that you're a coward for not facing your fears, because some fears need not be faced. Let's do this. Hold on. I'm going to read the rest of these comments and then we're going to do this. Oh, y'all talking about news to me and no way with them bills? Yeah. Google that shit. Yeah, I mean, I done learned something today. Top Bridget says, is a man a coward if he doesn't want to help a woman raise her children? Wait, who aren't his? No, you're not a coward for that. But interestingly enough, you may not be a coward for that, but you will definitely be labeled a hero for that. Ain't that some shit? You won't be labeled as a coward for that, but you'll be labeled a hero if you do help. You definitely a hero. Any man who raises, who is influential, positively influential in a child's life is a hero to me. That's whether it's his biological children or other children, especially if they're not his biological children, but not if he's not also inspiring and raising and you know, and encouraging his biological children. You got to start at home. You got to start with that bloodline, baby. You know what I mean? You ain't getting out of this shit. Mars says, I don't see women called deadbeats. Oh, yes, they are. If you ever go to child support court, there are a lot of women who are deadbeat moms. In fact, Mars, check this out. Women are worse when they are deadbeats than men are. Like normally, deadbeat dads have paid something. They've done something. They were there for a while and then they bailed out. Them deadbeat moms, they don't think they gotta pay shit because they look at child support as a male-centered ideal. They don't look at that as they'll call a man a coward for putting them on child support. Like, oh, bitch ass nigga, he actually put me on child support. Same thing with spousal support. Women don't think that they supposed to pay spousal support. They support that 50-50 shit, everything in half when the man is making all the money and they get to collect. But when they are making the money and they gotta pay child support, they are quick to call their spouse or their ex a coward. Oh, coward, oh, bitch, I can't believe this shit. I can't believe I gotta pay this motherfucker $1,500 a month, $5,000 a month. Well, yeah, could you believe that you was making a six-figure salary and he wasn't? Could you believe that shit? Could you believe it when you was teasing him about that? Can you believe it when you was belittling him and making him feel small because he was only making $75,000 and you was making 750,000? Yeah, you could believe it then, but when it was time for y'all to separate, you couldn't believe that the judge awarded him the same thing he would have awarded you if he made more money than you. Yeah, so yeah, women by percentage are bigger. See, not as many women have to pay child support as men do, but by percentage, the women who are deadbeat dads, okay, the percentage of women who pay child support who are deadbeat dads is way higher than men who have to pay child support. And those are facts. Women are terrible when it comes to paying child support. There's deadbeat moms out there all the time. And a lot of times women aren't called deadbeat moms, even though they are practicing a lot of deadbeat mom behavior. Like the baby mom who always has her kids at grandmom house. So grandmom is footing the bill for everything. Granny got the crib that they sleep at. Granny is the one who is providing breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Granny buys the school clothes. Granny takes care of Thanksgiving, birthdays, holidays, vacations. Mommy ain't contributing shit. Is she a coward? She sure is a deadbeat, but ain't nobody saying that. Oh, she got some problems. She got some struggles. She struggled. She struggled with addiction a little bit, or why she wasn't a coward for struggling with addiction. Why was she labeled a coward for not wanting to face real life without substance abuse? That's not a coward? Being afraid to deal with real life situations instead of dumbing your shit down and dulling your mind and your sensitivities towards the realities of life. That's not a coward? Sounds a little cowardly to me. Or they'll say, she's been struggling, she's having a hard time, she's not really, she's working, but she's not making a lot, so she needs help. It takes a village. So she's not a coward for not going to school, getting some kind of training, utilizing her resources to make more money. So she's having more kids, but she's not making more money. So she's not a coward for that. If that was a man doing that shit, would he not be labeled a coward? What up, Big Ange? What up, Big Ange? Thanks for coming through. Appreciate you. TK Wright says, Todd, why would a man choose a woman who has children he didn't want to be immersed in their lives if he didn't want to be immersed in their lives to a degree, because he might just like the woman and not the man. He might just like the woman and he didn't sign up for the kids. Or there could be other reasons, honestly. I don't know if he answered the question. Johnny West says, ain't scared to fight, scared to get arrested. Are you a coward for not wanting to go to jail? Almost everybody I know who went to jail was scared. They admitted later on that they were scared to go. They wasn't scared to commit the crimes. And even though they knew a lot of people who had went to jail, when it's actually you, shit, man. You know what I mean? You didn't stay there when you committed the crime. You ran from the cops. You didn't let the cops know your location and invite them over to handcuff you and arrest you. You went from place to place, hiding, ducking. Was you a coward for that? You didn't want to face justice. Were you a coward? I don't know if that makes you a coward. I've told people many times on this show, the reason I don't have any tattoos or piercings, well, I did get my left ear pierced in 1993 when I graduated college. Dumbest shit I ever did. The hole has since closed up, but it took a long ass time. Me and my baby brother, he had just graduated high school. I just graduated college. We was like, yo, let's do something we ain't never do. Like what? I don't know. Let's get our ears pierced. Put a diamond in that shit. For real? Oh, yeah. This is why I had to stop smoking weed. Coming up with dumbass ideas. Like a half a year later, here I am at the crib, smoking my F, looking in the mirror, because I always had a lot of mirrors in the crib. I'm looking in the mirror, checking myself out. I see this earring. I was like, what the fuck? Who is this bitch ass nigga? I took that shit out. I hurled that shit. And I ain't never put nothing in my ear again. I had to check myself. You know what I'm saying? Fuck. I'm saying all that to say is, the reason I don't have any tattoos or piercings is because this is a good chance I could be a fugitive from justice one day. And I don't need motherfuckers running around being like, well, it ain't gonna be hard to recognize him. He stands 5'10". He's kind of stocky. You know, he's a big dude. And you know, he got a bald head, but he might be wearing a wig or something to try to disguise himself. The beard, or he might have cut his beard off and going clean faced. But He also has a tattoo of this, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah. Like, hell no. Hell no. I might be a fugitive from justice and then I get a tattoo. They'll be like, nah, that ain't him. Because he don't have no tattoos. Tattoo fresh as shit. Okay. Let me see. TK right says, oh my God, deadbeat mothers are usually vindictive financially and emotionally toward the child. You ain't never gonna lie. When they don't pay child support, they normally didn't want to have them kids, and it shows. It shows. That shit bad. Todd Bridges says at T Carey, because the way men operate, we initially are after buns, but it may get serious later. Now the dynamic is her and her kids. When initially it was about him and her. Okay. Now, if you are around her kids and you don't take a liking to her kids, then there's probably something more going on there. Very rarely have I ever dealt with a woman who had kids that I didn't like. I dealt with one woman who had one child that I didn't really care for too much. And it wasn't even all his fault. He was spoiled. She spoiled the shit out of this little boy. And he was terrible. He was terrible. And I was like she would let him be disrespectful. And I ain't the one. I don't like no disrespectful kids. And it's a surprise to me because kids and babies normally really like me. I don't know what it is. Maybe I give off some youthful energy to them, but they be loving me. They want to hang around. Like, Mr. O, can we play this? Can we go here? Can you pick me up again? Can you throw me in the air? Can you swing me around? Can you push me on the swings? Can you show me how to drive? Can you show me how to build a house? So when a child doesn't take to me, I'm like, what's wrong with this baby? What's wrong with this baby? Baby retarded? Even retarded kids be like, I just said Mr. O. Mr. O, Mr. O. Just saying. All right. Ty says, being a stepfather is a thankless role or position. Not always. Not always, man. Because a lot of stepdads, like, I love the shit out of my stepdad. And I miss him. He was my dude. And I know other people, sometimes your stepdad is all you had. Some people never met their dad, never knew their dad. So their stepdad was who they thought was their father because he was the one who was always there. And he may have still been there if it didn't work out with the mom. It be like that. And that can be a tough situation when you fell in love with the mom, then you fell in love with the children, and then you fell out of love with the mom, or she fell out of love with you, and you still in love with the kids. So, it's rough for the kids. They're like, what you mean he can't come around here no more? And whatever. Is he mad at us? He don't like us no more? He don't love us no more? Shout out to all my men out there, all the stepfathers, whether y'all was married or not, but all the men who took on the role as a father or stepdad. Shout out to all of y'all who had to sneak and go see your stepchildren. Like, yo, don't tell your mom me and you met. Don't tell your mom that I gave you $500. Don't tell your mom that I bought you some new sneakers. And don't tell your mom, you know what I mean? It be like that sometimes. It might be an ugly situation between you and the mom, so you gotta sneak and go see your stepkids. Yo, where you going, oh? Yo, Dave, the young boy Dave, my son, what I'm saying? I'm gonna meet him at the big clothespin downtown because I gotta give him some money. He needs some sneakers. He need a coat, and he need a hoodie because it's 90 degrees outside. I gotta go get him a new hoodie. These kids out here, I'll be back. Dave, what's up, my guy, man? I love this shit out you, man. How you doing? You doing good in school? You cool? You cool, man? Hey, man, man, make sure I break you up, you know what I'm saying? You take that. Don't tell your mom I got you. I got you, and I got you a debit card too. Listen. I got you a debit card, so you take you take what you need. Don't abuse it. Don't be taking. Don't let me go to my accountant and find out that you done drained it. You know what I mean? Buying loud weed or some shit like that. But if you ever need something, just let me know that you want to take some money out of the account and go ahead and handle your business. That way we can cut out the third party. It be like that sometimes. You out of love with the mom, still in love with the kids. Your kids, once somebody is declared your child, they're your child, biological or non-biological. If you leave your kids, I don't know, that's a little cowardly. But it's not because you were scared, but you a bitch. You know what I mean? Just because you ain't with the mom, you ain't with the kids no more? Come on, man. They ain't do shit. They didn't cheat. They didn't stop giving you head. They didn't stop cooking for you. They didn't leave the bathroom dirty. They didn't start wearing weaves, wigs, long-ass, stupid-looking eyelashes. They didn't lose their edges. They didn't get a BBL. They didn't get a breast reduction. They not fucking with the young boy from around the corner with a grimy ass. That ain't their fault. All right. TK Ray says, Tide, once child rearing comes into the combo, it's past the initial attraction point. That's where my question comes into the picture. Okay. And she says, Tide, I'm a mom and a stepmom, although I never made a separation. The step-parent role can certainly be thankless. The people not thanking them are cowards. Ooh, wow. That's deep. It's mad deep. Wrath says, why did I get silenced, Mod? You got silenced, my dude? I know I ain't silenced you. Stacy says, I feel like hell, but I will be scared of the consequences. Which consequences are we talking about? Okay, all right, Wrath. All right, okay. TK Wright says, lies, Wrath. I don't silence someone without making noise first. Devins. I don't know what that is. Devins. Todd says at TK, it's not often past the attraction point for the guy. A lot of times it starts with a meal and it evolves over time. And it's almost just expected as a man dealing with a woman with children. All right. Rad says, I know it's just the way YouTube does it. Okay. Stacy says, I was drunk when I got my tattoo. You're not supposed to be drinking when you get a tattoo. That's what they say. But I don't know too many people who got tattoos who wasn't drinking. Maybe like one or two. Rad says, if you know how to inflict pain, you don't seek it on others. Okay. Mara says, identify marks are tattoos. The only identifiable marks I want on me are eyes, ears, nose, arms, legs, neck, head. Be like, no, that's not his back. That's not his back. That's not his chest. It's not his chest. It's not. Ty Bridges says, yeah, I pulled my earring out at 30. Like, man, fuck that shit. That earring shit is spec. That shit is mad sus. That shit is sus. I was like, what the fuck was I thinking? I know I ain't making a year with that bitch. What was I? That shit was sus, hey? That shit mad sus. So what says, how much was your jewelry? It wasn't this much, but it was like this much. It certainly wasn't this much. It was like this much. But at the time, for the money I had, it was more like this much. More like that much. Yeah. These chains old, dog. I've had these chains since 2007. This the old gold. Speaking Speaking of the old gold, right? So the other day, I went to the CVS to get something. Actually, to take care of a little business. That's another story. But this old, I want to say he was an old head. But this nigga pulled up, he pulled up in a Benz in the CVS parking lot. Nice Benz, clean. He gets out, neck full of gold. I'm looking at this nigga like, I'm the only old head I know that rocks gold. And I swear I am. I don't know nobody else that wears gold in my age frame. He was older than me. This nigga had a neck full. Like his chain, you know, my chain's kind of long. His were about here. But he had a bunch of them. And they was separated decently. I'm looking at this motherfucker like, he's checking off some boxes. Like, he got the Benz clean. I'm like, you pulled up the CVS to clean your shit? I don't know if he came from the car wash or whatever. He gets out the chamois. He gets out the chamois towel and shit. He cleaning his shit. Oh, silver Benz. I'm like, you know, silver with gold. I mean, with black accent. This motherfucker had a neck full of gold. So immediately I looked at his shoes. He was wearing some kind of like Nike boots or some shit like that. Not ACGs, but some shit looking like that. I'm like, I almost thought I was looking at myself in the mirror. Like, like I wasn't ready for this shit. I was not ready. This motherfucker must have had on about 8 chains. But the way he did it, you couldn't shit on him. I was like, yo, he took some time. He purchased each chain with care. Like, this one is going to be this long. This one is going to be this long. So they was dripped. Like, my chains are the same size. His shit was more like this. His shit was more like that. But it was like 8 of them. And they was all thick. You could tell thick like 14 carats joints. I'm like, I'm 54 almost. I'll be 54 August 12th. This dude had to be about 58, maybe 60. I'm like, this nigga's a pimp. I'm a homeboy. He was a pimp. I was not mad at him. I had to compliment. I was like, yo, man, I'm digging your style, dude. I ain't have on none of my shit. Very rarely am I out of the crib and I ain't, you know, I'm not in uniform. But that day I was like, this nigga here. Like, yo, you want to be my cousin? Let's be cousins. You look like you could be my cousin. And the nigga still had hair. Oh man, this shit was crazy. TK right says Ty again. My question comes at the point when is he choosing the woman that when he is choosing the woman that he wants. You didn't say women with children. You said raising them, which means that is deeper. Okay. All right. Mars said, why you concerned with big homie jewelry? I'm not concerned with his jewelry. I thought his jewelry was dope. I concern myself with anything that I think looks decent or anything that I think looks fucked up. See, let me explain something to you, Mars. I'm very observant. If you hear me, if you see me see something, then I saw it. And if I saw it, more than likely I formed an opinion on it. So if I like it, I'm speaking on it. That nigga was dope to me. He was dope. He was very, very dope to me. But I felt like it was a mirror match. Because like I said, I'm the only old head I know that rocks long chains, you know, pieces. I don't know nobody else who does that. Now, if this motherfucker would have had beads on too, I'd have been like, no, now wait a minute, goddamn. Now wait, now wait. Who sent you? You just happened to show up at this CVS at the same time as me? He gotta work for the FBI. TK Ray says, I wasn't drunk not one time and I have 15 tattoos. Well, goddamn. Oh, okay. All right. My bad. My bad, Mars. You good? You good? I'm sorry. I read your shit wrong, Mars. I read it like you was coming at my neck. You was talking about the boy, so what? Matter of fact, from now on, he's not gonna be so what. We're gonna label him How Come. His name is How Come. No, matter of fact, it's gonna be For What. His name is So What. We're gonna name him For What. My bad. Duke City Crew says, son, good afternoon from the 505. From the 505. I'm thinking with the 505 is a pair of Levi's. Where's the 505? What area code is the 505? My man from New Mexico from last night. My bad, dog. I never knew the area code. The 505. Well. Good looking out, my G. Thanks for coming through, man. We talking about what gets someone labeled as a coward. What gets someone labeled as a coward? Stacey White says, I deal with lookalikes all the time in Michigan. Well, you don't say. Top Bridget says, Michigan in this big East Side Detroit, East Side of the D. I say East Side, the East Side D. Got a lot of people in the D. I didn't used to. Ever since I got online, man. I mean, Detroit always showed me a lot of love. Mar says, nah, bro was asking about your Jew. I got you, my dude. Yeah, I'm sorry. See, I gotta be slow on the defense. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can see what's going on inside of me. I'm already be like, ah, woo, nah. Why you trying? I gotta chill, man. You know what I mean? I need to drink some more of this shit and get some more of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta chill, man. I can't be all uptight. Now you see how the devil works? The devil got you attacking your own people. I don't mean attack the angels. It's the demons. They the problem. Oh, bitch ass cowards. Fuck y'all demons. Shout out to Mars. Rodney King says, what is your workout routine? Your arms are jacked. Man, my workouts really, this is all muscle mass. It really is. I don't go hard no more. I work out just about every day. Sometimes I take the weekend off, like I ain't do nothing this morning. But I work out every day. I don't really lift no weights, except I do some military presses. I do pull-ups. I do push-ups. I try to work on my core because I'm trying to get rid of this gut. You know how the gut is. Your girl might leave you, but your gut be like, yo, my G, you know, I'm here with you. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm your G. My G, yeah, your gut, nigga. I ain't going nowhere. You get bigger, I get bigger. I'm like, nah, man, I need you to get smaller. Like, nah, come on, man. You know what I mean? I got ambition. I'm gonna get big as you. I'm gonna get bigger than you. I'm gonna stand out. So I do a lot of sit-ups. I do a lot of leg lifts. I do the rolling pin. I do arm curls. But that's it. As a matter of fact, it's time for me to change up my routine. Like I said, this is all muscle memory. That's what I meant to say. I said muscle mass, but this is all muscle memory. from the times when I used to bench. I used to go hard, but it was so long ago. I've learned that you do some calisthenics, this shit you'll get yourself right. But I also, get a good amount of protein from leafy vegetables and shit like that. And over the pandemic, I put on weight. I don't, no excuse for it, because I wasn't home no real more than I wasn't home really any more than I normally am. I don't go out, I don't hang out, I don't party, I don't, you know what I mean? You know. But yeah, so I did do some personal training about 8 years ago, 7, 8 years ago. Well, somewhere between 7 and 9 years ago, I did personal training. That's when I was really, really into it. But yeah, man, just you know, I say do the exercises that you really like and do them till you don't like them no more. Then do some new ones. Discover. I discovered a lot of exercises on what's that, Pinterest? When I used to fuck with Pinterest. Because Pinterest ain't really nothing but Google. But you'll find a lot of good articles and a lot of interesting things that you might want to check out on Pinterest. So they showed me a lot of exercises, especially when I was doing personal training. They showed me a lot of stuff. But I do floor exercises, and the only weights that I lift are the arm curls, and I do military presses. But military presses don't seem to be as good as pull-ups. Pull-ups will get you that V, get you that diamond. But good looking out. Critical Rick says Trump the GOAT. I don't know. He's the sheep. I don't fuck with Trump, but I mean, peace to you. TK Rice says, so what is some other dickhead? I love it. What is it you're drinking? This is tea. And this has spearmint, red clover, dandelion root, regular dandelion, and mullein. Yeah. Dandelion root, mullein, red clover, and spearmint. That's what's in this tea. And I sweeten it with raw honey. And you see the lemons floating around in there. I usually use lime, but I've been fucking with lemons lately, because they on sale. Other than that, this is Colon Ream. I just made a fresh new batch of this. The reason that it's red is because it has organic beets in there, and they just overpower all of the color. If you look deep in there, you see those little black specks. You see those little black specks? Those are black seed. So I got black seed in here. I got some turmeric in here. I got some chlorella in here. And this is fortified with a lot of garlic, a lot of, we got spinach, we got cucumber, we got radish in here, we got red onion, we got a tomato in here, and we got a little bit of eggplant in here. That's what we drinking on today. I normally try to stuff every vegetable known to man in here, but this is what we rocking with today. And did I say spinach? Because we got spinach in here. We got a good amount of spinach. We got a good bunch of spinach in here. But this will keep you going to the bathroom. This will keep your stomach right, give you energy, fight off antioxidants and all that shit. Well, it has antioxidants in it. My Pia Khabib, I can't do it. Thanks for coming through, Russia. Sunil. God, nothing. Rodney King says that sounds like a pretty strong cocktail. It is. I mean, I don't know. Like, I like for whatever I drink to have power. I like to feel it. If I don't feel it, I'll be feeling like I'm just drinking water. So I try to make sure that anything I drink, I feel like I want to get a charge out of it. I want to feel like, yeah, I just added on like, I don't know, 2 more weeks to my life. My lifespan just got 2 weeks longer, man. You won't flatline me today. You gotta wait until what? This is the 20th. You gotta wait. You gotta wait until the 28th. No, it'll be the 29th. Hold on, let me check this calendar. 2 weeks. I want the whole 2 weeks too. That shit ain't coming up. All right. Yeah. The 4th. So August 4th. I ain't dying today. So even if you stab me today, nope. Like, yo, this nigga came into the ER bloodless. Like he was blue. But he drunk this shit. And so we can't, even though he don't have no vitals, we can't, you know, we can't declare him dead until the 4th. Like, what you talking about? You mean we have to preserve the body? No, ain't no body. He's still alive. He drunk that shit. He drunk that shit. Put 2 more weeks on his life. You lucky he ain't drink another one. We might have to wait. Man, he might not be able to get him out of here until next year. But for right now, we got to put him on the machines because he ain't got no blood. So you can get a transfusion. All right. Let me see. Wait a minute. ASM hard candy expert says, talk to him, baby pa. I ain't heard nobody say baby pa and I don't know how long. He said, tell him what it is, baby boy. That's what's up. ASMR says, hi, I'm here. Am I late? Nah, we good. We good. Out here repping the 752. You heard me? I see you. I appreciate you. Make sure y'all hit that like button, y'all. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, this is the Urban Therapy with Sun Show. I am your host, Sun752. I'm feeling like a real man should. I hope y'all feeling like real men and women should also. We are talking about what gets a person labeled as a coward. Let's do this. When we talk about somebody being labeled as a coward, now we do associate being a coward with being fearful. Being either fearful or neglectful or not, or being irresponsible. Can we say that? Is it safe to say that? All right, so I don't think that anybody would be labeled as a coward for not fighting a full-grown male lion or even a female lion, because it's not gonna bode well for you. A wild animal being afraid or concerned or hesitant to fuck with a wild animal does not make you a coward. However, if somebody you love was being attacked by a wild animal and you didn't assist, try to help, jump in, do something, shoot it, stab it, beat it, hurt it, divert it or something, you're probably going to be labeled as a coward. And you may actually feel like a coward. To some people, they might say, well, 2 dead people ain't no better than 1. Let's say you don't know how to swim. Now your child got into the water, they can't swim, so they drowning. Now you might be afraid of the water, which doesn't make you a coward, but not trying to save your child. It doesn't have to be your child, it could be your love. It could be your spouse. It could be your brother, your sister. Like, you have to make a move. You can't just be like, hold your breath. Pray. You know, burning building. You don't have to be afraid to get burned to not go into a burning building. But if your babies were trapped inside that building, you ain't going in there to help them. You ain't going to try to figure out something. You might you might be experiencing some cowardice for not helping. Some people may not look at it that way. They might look at it like, well, it was a burning building. There's nothing you could do. You would have died in there with them. Some people might say, well, you got to do what you got to do. I mean, you don't go in that burning building and try to save your babies. Believe me, the cops are going to think that you had something to do with that burning building. Like, because ain't nobody going to understand that. Like, what do you mean? You heard your babies in there crying and crying for help, and you didn't help them? Yeah, but the flames was they was every like, man. So 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 yeah, this coward thing sometimes goes through a battery of tests, and it ain't always easy. It ain't always easy to pass those exams. It ain't always easy to understand exactly what's going to separate you from being a coward from someone who is just afraid or has a healthy fear. If you're afraid of being broke, poor, destitute, are you a coward? Are you a coward because you don't want to be broke? Because you don't want to struggle? Because you don't want to collect the food stamps, rock the medical card, and do what you can do with the EBT? You a coward? If you don't move out, if you don't move out of your parents' house, are you a coward? Because you scared to struggle, you scared to be on your own, you scared to be independent. Does that make you a coward? I mean, you might not be ready for that. Your time may not have come. Are your parents cowards for not instilling in you a sense of independence? Are they cowards for not wanting you to go out there and test the free agency market to see what deals you can find out there? They want to keep you close to the crib. Are they cowards? I mean, it's not about fear, but every adult agrees that you should only coddle and I don't want to say protect, but you should only, let's just go ahead and say protect. You should only coddle and protect your children up to a certain point. At some point, they have to learn how to fend for themselves, how to do for themselves, how to take care of themselves. But if you're afraid to let them go out there and explore the world and find themselves and find what life is all about, are you a coward? Nobody wants to call you a coward then? Huh? No coward? No. No. You're not a coward. You are not a coward. If you're jealous and maybe a little possessive, and you spend a lot of your day being like hoping, praying, and being and concerning yourself with whether your man or your woman is out cheating, and you scared to leave them, or you're scared to lose them, are you a coward? You're insecure, but you're not a coward. Can insecurity be laced in cowardice? Let me know. I'm just asking. Can insecurity be labeled or laced with cowardice? Hmm. Hmm. Let's see. Naboo music. Can I get a oh yeah? Oh yeah. That's a lot better than what some people try to get me to say on here. I'm almost I'm almost suspicious of how come you made it all easy. Yeah, you can get a oh yeah, Naboo music. Thanks for coming through. TK Wright says, yeah, if it hinders or stifles your ambition for what truly makes you happy, you could be a coward for that. Ah. No insecurities though, huh? Mmm. Mmm. Are we sure? Come on, man. All right, y'all. I gotta end the show. I do. Um, family calls, duty calls. We gotta get on up out of here. All right, let's do this. Let's do these birthday shout outs. We're gonna do these birthday shout outs and then we're gonna have to make our route on out. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious July 20th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special because they are special because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They get number one out the box, Kent Marshall. Happy birthday to you. And Musa Abdullah Muhammad Sr. Happy birthday to you. And Leonard Johnson. Happy birthday. And Denitra Kuhn Finney. And also Sharon Williams. Happy birthday to you. And Tamika Francis. Happy birthday. And Mugaga Peace. Happy birthday. And Falande Theodore. And Yvette Green. And go-getter Kamara Presley. And last but not least, Stephanie Trinity Van Beaverhout. I want to say happy birthday to all y'all. And I hope that today finds you all in good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And that goes out to each and every person out there born on this glorious July 20th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud, just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on it, do the damn, to rock out. Rock on it, do the damn, rock out. Rock on it, do the damn thing, you do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings, you do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, go hard, go and remember, go hard, go for yours, and remember, hey, let's talk about it. Let's do it our way. Are you a coward? Because you didn't go to Howard. Scared to go around the black people. Scared of black people, you coward little bitch. But it doesn't really mean that you a snitch. It doesn't really mean that you don't want to be rich. It doesn't really mean that you not really are down. Or it doesn't mean that you're not black or brown. It doesn't mean that you want to be down with the white. Doesn't mean that's not right. There takes a lot of things to be your little scaredy cat. Just because you're scaredy cat, coward not where you at. Coward is a deeper level of being fearful. You can't give with the shit. Give you an earful of the reasons that you don't want to do it. Flow like fluid. Let's get into it. I don't know, man. this whole cowardice thing, I don't like it has to have a certain kind of fit in order to wear that label. Just because you are fearful, just because you are afraid, just because you're hesitant doesn't necessarily mean that you're a coward. But I do think that anybody who truly is a coward kind of knows it on the inside. They may feel it. Now, don't get me wrong, because our feelings lie to us all the time. Our feelings lie to us all the time. Like we might feel that everybody is against me or nobody really likes us. We may feel that somebody doesn't somebody isn't trustworthy or that they're not really in your corner. And none of these things are always true. None of these things have to be true, but they are our feelings, and we go with our feelings, and we're even encouraged to go with our feelings. You know, people tell us all the time, perception is your perception is your reality. No, your perception is your perception. Your reality is your reality. What happened actually happened. The way you feel about it ain't what happened. People say that shit all the time. Well, yeah, such and such diss me. You get the other side of the story. Like, I ain't say nothing bad about them. Well, yeah, well, by diss he means that you didn't meet him at the store. What that have to do with dissing him? Like, well, he needed your support because he wanted to talk to this girl, and he wanted you to push him to do it, and you was busy, so he felt like this. He felt like you wasn't being a real friend, so he felt like you shitted on him. Yeah, that's your perception. Is it reality? No. What up, Big Tone? What up, Mr. Right 9mm? So you need rehab? Those fake chains look ridiculous. Thank you. Appreciate that. And Salah, I mean, you need mouthwash. No, you need a dick wash. You are dick wide. So before I get out of here, before I do my route, before I get out of here, before I am out, I want to say, fuck these niggas who just came. Y'all are late and you're also lame. Y'all came to the right place if you're looking to get this. I fry sucking niggas like fish. And I can do it all day. I got the mic and I also got the camera. God damn ya. You really think that you can come out for me? You coming at my neck, you better show respect. Cause I check motherfuckers. No respect, motherfuckers. You really think that I will protect motherfuckers? You can't do nothing with the God like me. I'm the Sun 752, not the 753. Not the 751. Cause I do this shit. I'm not the one, but I'm done. It's time for me to move on, but I'll be back tomorrow at 1 o'clock. You want to come through, and we can do it. And we can always make sure we hash it out, rash it out, do what we got. We're going mashed out that you can really get with the God because others have tried. It's really hard. And I got a lot of confidence. It ain't false. I do this shit. Yeah, like salt. Cause you are salty. And you're also sweet, you little sucker ass nigga. I know dicks you eat. Gobble, 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 you superhead nigga. You whole cornball motherfucker thinking you're bigger than me. Well, that's gonna be a real kind of fable. And you're really not able. This is the table that I beat on. This is a triangle. Yeah. Hold up. Let me give these motherfuckers the attention that I need because I can't make them bleed. But it's really not because I'm angry. I do my shit my own way and nobody can change me. So when I start going off, I get with these niggas because they really soft. Yo, you can't fuck with the God. You can't fuck with this one. Can't fuck with 752. None. Y'all cornball. Hold on. Let me do it like this. I'm gonna leave y'all for this. I'm gonna leave y'all something. I be freestyling for y'all all the time, but I'm gonna do y'all something. Let me tell y'all a little story. I've learned to take life as it comes. I might have a great big crib up in the burbs or in the slums with the bums and even scum of the earth, but I'll be cool because I'm as cool with the scholars like I am with the fools. Rules that be applying to society will be broken sure as the sun rises up in the east. A pipe of smoking would take his legacy to his child and leave him open, but this changing this vicious cycle is what I'm hoping to establish, but the establishment is bureaucratic. All right. I'm out of here. Blog Talk, they already done. Please hit the like button. Please share the show. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel. We will be back tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, between 1 o'clock and 1:30. Make sure you come on through. All the people that was positive and do what they do, thanks for coming through. Even the trolls that was good trolls, not them bitch-ass motherfuckers. Not the most suck-ass niggas. Not them, not them. But everybody else, thanks for coming through, y'all. Peace.